Salute, people. It is Tony the Savant back again. Whew. I'm out here on my morning nature walk, man. If y'all been rocking with me for any amount of time, we used to do these little nature walks. My little thinking bridge out here on the water. Y'all can see it. It's beautiful out here, man. Yeah, this is where I come think it out. But before we start this video, man, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content. Whew. I don't know why I went live after jogging. um, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on the channel as well. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily, go live daily. And last but not least, man, leave y'all thoughts and opinions in the comment section. As I'm always interested to know what y'all got to say about these topics. And ladies and gentlemen, can't really go live for too long. Forgot to charge my phone yesterday, so. But there were just a couple topics that I wanted to talk about real quick. As there was a certain announcement made by Turkey Al Sheikh in regards to Canelo Alvarez. Well, the Canelo Alvarez in the Terrence Crawford fight. If y'all don't know, I like to call this ducking. You know what I mean? Because when Shakur Stevenson did it a little while ago, I think against Devin Haney, or I forget who. Gang over there making all this noise. I forget when it was and what the situation was. But essentially, I think it was Shakur Stevenson. He essentially had a fight coming up and priced himself out of the fight. And I believe that was with Devin Haney. Um, and here we are, a little short while later, and Canelo Alvarez. In fact, he's done it twice now. Um, Turkey Al Sheikh was negotiating with this man. And apparently, we didn't know this at the time. The rumor was that Canelo wanted 100 million, but now it's gone public that, and Canelo has said it, and Turkey Al Sheikh has said it, that Canelo wanted 150 million for what? For what? I'm sorry. I know Canelo's supposed to be the alleged face of boxing, but 150 million, Saul. Respectfully, I know the zone and a lot of boxing fights, you just can't get the numbers anyway. But in this situation, I know for sure Canelo's last few fights have flopped. Nobody bought the Jaime Munguia and Canelo Alvarez fight. Whoever he fought before then, what was it? I can't even think of it. Charlo? I know nobody bought the Charlo fight. Nobody asked for those fights. And so it doesn't, his asking price does not justify, this kind of uh, behavior. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I don't know what Canelo Alvarez's worth would be because, illegal streaming has run rampant in boxing. So it'll be difficult for me to sit here and say that Canelo does or doesn't deserve um, 150 million. It's just out of my own opinion as a boxing fan, I would say no. I would say no. You know what I mean? And I would probably try to work out something where I don't know, man. I think Canelo Alvarez is really putting boxing in a stranglehold, man. You know what I mean? It's okay to have quote unquote control of your career. It's okay, you know what I mean, to do all of that. And I'm not mad at him for having the power or the leverage. But at this point in the game, how he locked up the 168 belts for all these years. And once again, I got to shout out to IBF for doing the right thing and stripping dude. But once he locked up the super middleweight division for all these years, um, you know what I mean? I don't think Canelo has the right to be asking for no 150 million. Again, I don't know what the number would be. I'm not gonna say, but I think it's a little crazy what these old folks walk past. You know. But at the same time, I think that Canelo is wilding out here. I used to be a big Canelo fan. And that's why I started my boxing podcast. Canelo really the reason why I started my boxing podcast and called it All Pride, No Politics, because this man, even more so than even Floyd Mayweather, you know what I mean? He has been playing the boxing politics uh, squared at this point. How he's even priced himself out of the David Benavidez fight. For David Benavidez, he was talking even crazier, 200 million. It's like, come on, bro, stop it, bro, get some help. And like I said, I like to think that I'm a Canelo fan, but how he's been moving probably these last 2-3 years, yeah, up until the Charlo fight was really when I was done with him. I was done with him, and he's running around here talking about with Terrence Crawford anyway that he don't want to fight smaller guys. Nigga, Charlo was a smaller guy. Floyd Mayweather was a smaller guy. Amir Khan was a smaller guy. So all of a sudden you got standards, Canelo. It's just like when he said he don't want to fight Mexicans. The man, since he said that, has fought like two Mexicans, and one of them didn't even speak English. Would you believe it? Since he said that, in order to duck David Benavidez, he has fought two, and I can't even think of their names, but I know for sure some. I read an article that called them out because he's fought in two Mexicans, and one of them didn't even speak English, gang. So I don't know whose man's this is. Canelo is moving like a straight mark. And considering the fact that the brother is already, 33, 34 years old, you don't have many more boxing years left. So, and shout out to Turkey Al Sheikh for calling this clown out. Turkey Al Sheikh definitely mentioned, I believe, I don't know what it was, a public service announcement, a little letter on, exactly what we're going to call it, but Turkey Al Sheikh, when he announced that he was no longer interested in investing into the Canelo and Crawford fight. Uh, he mentioned in that PSA that Canelo, for quite some time, has been getting easy cherry pick fights, and I agree. I want y'all to see that water, man. I love this water, bro. Now I ain't the most swimmingest mofo in the world, but you know what I mean. I just love me some water. Getting the water for every now and then. Uh, but yeah, man, I gotta get a boat, out there. But anyway, Turkey Al Sheikh, shout out to him, man, because I think he's been doing boxing good service. I'm always sketch when new characters come into boxing. I was a battle rap fan for a long time, so anytime you see new investors in battle rap, you knew the game was about to change for the worse. But at the same time, I think that Turkey Al Sheikh coming into boxing with the resources he has and the love for boxing that he has as well, he's doing a good thing. He's trying to give us the big fights, the super cards that we haven't gotten in years. Like, unfortunately, years, since we've gotten our last real, well, up until he came around. But it's been years since the last time we got some real interesting boxing matches, top to bottom, anyway. Because even the PBC with this Berlanga and Canelo card, I'm not excited about it, bro. I know a lot of people are drawing interest toward, but I'm not excited. And other news, Terrence Crawford has also responded, and he called Canelo out as well. He was saying essentially what I'm saying as well, but he was just saying he ain't motivated to, to fight Canelo any longer, seeing how Canelo's moving. Um, and honestly, man, for Crawford, I think it's kind of shaping out this way. I don't think a lot of people would have said to do it this way, but for Crawford, um, he gonna have to just sit at 154, man. You know what I mean? He could go undisputed again. I think that make him a 3 or 4 time undisputed champion. Something I don't think that's been accomplished. And essentially, I think that as well, Crawford's power didn't really look like it translated to 154. So, I understand that Crawford, came from 135, smaller guy, but I think if he sit at 154 a little longer, then things could work out for him. But at the same time, I think that Crawford is very highly disappointed. But this is a little bit on him too, man. This is let's say a lot of bit on him, because I don't know why Crawford all those years ago signed with Top Rank, twice. Maybe it's because the PBC didn't really want to give him what he wanted. I know he had a lot of sway and a lot of power at Top Rank, but you know, Bob Arum kept him on the shelf for years, and Bob Arum talked down on him. It ain't, like me personally, I felt like he was talking down on him. When he used to be like Terrence Crawford don't sell and all that stuff. It is what it is, and that no, but um, we all know Crawford got the skills to pay the bills, and all these years, I don't know what he could have did differently, me precisely, but I remember hearing what was like 2020 or something like that when he re-signed with Top Rank. I pretty much thought that was a done data. You know what I mean? As far as Terrence Crawford getting these mega fights within his 30, 31, 32 years, 33. That's about the time you want to start lining up the mega fights. You spend your 20s, doing what you do, and then the 30s, you can cherry pick a little bit. But at the same time, Crawford waited till he was 34, 35 to start chasing these mega fights. I think he was 34 when he fought Errol Spence, his first real mega fight. And it's just like, you waited too long, brother. You know what I mean? It looked great, spectacular against Errol Spence. But I can't say the same for 54. But I don't think it was just a power thing, translation. I think that, Crawford at 36 is just natural progression. You know what I mean? Father Time is undefeated. So, uh, as much as I'm upset with Canelo, I'm a little upset with my man's Carmelo. Canelo, I'm a little upset with my man's Crawford as well. Because we should have been getting mega Crawford fights long time ago. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to have a nice little mega fight streak like Floyd Mayweather did. At least gave us a good 10 mega fights. So Floyd did. So I mean, this is on Crawford too, man. So I can only be so frustrated with him. But Canelo has been ducking for years. Are we surprised? Out here in the country, man. Are we surprised that he's moving the way he's moving and he's doing what he's doing? I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm just highly disappointed, especially because I said that he was one of my guys for all these years. But that's the update on that one. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, as the title in the video says, I was watching, a rewatch anyway. I didn't get to see him live. The Olympic Games yesterday. Uh, Germany looks great. I feel like, and I heard the news about Rudy Gobert being set, benched or whatever. I think he only played 3 games versus Canada. And there was 2 different stories that came out about that. One was the coach saying there was a rotational, thing that was the reason why Rudy was set. And Rudy Gobert said, he pretty much didn't play as much because he had surgery on his finger or something like that. Um, uh, cat out here fishing. I'm sorry. Turn around. But yeah, man, I feel like Team Canada got cheated, bro. I know Jamal Murray getting cooked on NBA Twitter right now. And I just feel like Canada got cheated. And I guess you can say it's to promote Wembanyama. I guess they want this whole Wembanyama versus USA. Also, the Olympics are in Paris, France, so they might be catering to the home team. Uh, but I just want to say, man, it's kind of crazy that Canada, and even with all the other competitive teams, man, all the other competitive teams in the Olympics, Australia, Germany, France, all these other cats, they've been uh, uh, going to war with one another, while the USA is on the sidelines playing Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Like Puerto Rico ain't win nothing the entire tournament. Um, Playing Brazil, it's like, man, Team USA getting a cakewalk. How can we say we the best of the best and we not going up against the best of the best? And this is, I guess, it's more so on the IOC committee, but these groups are weak, bro. So trash. I was watching the Team USA versus Brazil game, bro. I was snoozing by halftime because it was what 30. It was up 27. Like, nobody want to sit there through that, man. And it's like one of those things you can do nothing about. One, because the Olympics come around every 4 years, and two, I don't know exactly how they do the pool, the group pools and all that stuff. But hey, if we can, as fans, we need to put some pressure because we Team USA, man. Just because everybody else is getting better, don't mean we need to still be running up against the easiest competition. And the referees need to be pink slipped in the damn Olympics, man. The referees have been atrocious. And I thought it was just in the USA games. And well, I can't really speak to the other games as much. I watched a couple other games. I think I watched Germany do their thing, but uh, I'll confess I didn't get to see all of it. But France versus Canada was nasty work. Jamal Murray got fouled at least 50 times. Nobody said nothing. No whistles, no nothing. It's crazy. And then I gotta ask, why isn't Andrew Wiggins on the team? Like what is this all about? Andrew Wiggins is one of Team Canada's best players. At least, and you can even give him as much as best defender. You know what I mean? I think he's a step or two above Dylan Brooks. Andrew Wiggins is a little bigger as well, so he can guard a 3 or a 4, where Dylan Brooks, he can only really guard 1s and 2s. I think it's atrocious. I think it's crazy that what I found out was that the Golden State Warriors kept, and when we say Golden State Warriors, you got to say Steve Kerr, because is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that this is all going down? The Golden State coach is coaching Team USA, and the toughest competition is Team Canada. And oh, by the way, one of my players is their best defender. You know what I mean? So Steve Kerr been doing some nasty work, man. I'm starting to notice that he presents one image in front of the camera, but I think Steve Kirby behind the scenes doing all kinds of dirty, under the table tactics. Um, but I just don't understand why Andrew Wiggins is not in these Olympics. He was in the FIBA tournament last year, or 2 years ago, whenever that was, and he balled out. You know what I mean? He was doing this thing out there. He definitely looked like one of the better defenders in the FIBA tournament. Um, and if Canada is our quote unquote hardest competition, well, they're out of it now. They got eliminated, so we won't even see them. Uh, in the name of France, that was crazy. That was a nasty game, man. And it's like, I don't know if real basketball, will ever return. You know, it's kind of sad that it's all just entertainment now. And shout out to the big bro, Wildcard Moore. He made a mention of this. He was like, man, it's okay to have your sports and entertainment. You know what I mean? But don't make it so much entertainment that you take away the sports, because it's still sports. You know what I mean? Um, but regardless, Team Canada is eliminated, and it's going to look like a cakewalk if we ain't got to go up against Germany. I think I got to see who plays today, because the next set of games are going down in say about an hour my time. So let's see how this goes. I know we got to go. We got a rematch against Joker in Serbia, whom we blew out the last time we faced them. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think Serbia is gonna offer up anything different this matchup. I think we played them in the exhibitions as well. So we'll see how that goes. Uh, Again, I kind of want to expound a little bit more, but did not charge the phone, ladies and gentlemen, before the nature walk. I had to get my nature walk in, though. Get out here and some air. Good morning. Get out here and some air, and uh, just start my day. Trying to come up off that coffee, find more natural ways to wake up in the morning, if you will. But at the same time, I'll be twittering, xing, tweeting, all that good stuff during the games. We'll see if Joker and company can put up a little bit more of a competitive game this go round. But at the end of the day, man, I'm really not excited about the this 2024 Paris Olympics. I'm not excited. It's looking like the NBA. You know what I mean? It's just like everybody, all the competitive teams that would be formidable have fallen off. Team Canada got cheated. You know what I mean? And in multiple ways, considering that Andrew Wiggins is not on the team. It's probably one of my favorite views right there, man. You see the little road. Just love. I'm a city boy, but something about the country. You know what I mean? I think it's just in my spirit. But at the same time, um, yeah, I think Team Canada got cheated, man. Cheated bad, and that's not cool, man. I'm not excited about these 2024 Paris Olympics. You know, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's kind of weak, super weak. And again, once I noticed, because like I said, I wasn't able to watch every game and all that kind of stuff. And so I really wasn't aware of what Team Canada was up to. I know they got SGA, Jamal Murray, and Dylan Brooks, a couple others from the NBA. Probably, I think they're the team with the most active NBA players on their roster outside of the Team USA. I think we got like 12, they got 10. So, shout out to Team Canada. Also, what was up with Josh Giddey, bro? For a man that has been in the heat, in the hot water that he's been, the dude got to choose his words better, because once Austria got eliminated, and I like they roster as well. Austria was one of the hitters, one of those. I think one of those teams that would have gave us some competition. But after they lost, the man say something on the lines of like, I hate that I gotta wait 4 more years to try this again. It's like, whoa, bro. Considering that old girl, that was all that hoopla that was surrounding Josh Giddey, it's like they brushed that under the rug, didn't they? It was all in the news cycle, and then all of a sudden we didn't hear nothing. I know that the family and the young lady kind of was settled or whatever. I don't forget what happened. They brushed that under the rug quick, but Shorty was only like 14, 15. So how long would Josh Giddey would have had to wait to technically? It sounded like 4 years. Nasty work, man. Just better words for Josh Giddey considering the situation that he just came out of. But yeah, Austria, they got eliminated as well. So then we got Germany and France on one side, and then we got Team USA and Serbia uh, going up against one another as well. It'll be interesting. I think we finna walk into the gold. And as far as the women's tournament, y'all forgive me, man. I've been trying to keep up with everything, but the women's tournament, I think it's just a foregone conclusion. You know what I'm saying? I think at this point, seeing how Diana Taurasi is playing, man, they should have went on ahead and put Caitlin Clark on the team. If you're gonna get this kind of Diana Taurasi, how she's been producing, man, get her out of here, bro. I'm sorry, respectfully. Her and LeBron need to go away, bro. And I'm not saying in the sense of like Diana Taurasi don't annoy me at all. You know what I mean? Respectfully, I think the kind of respect that LeBron James wants, Diana Taurasi has. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't out here doing all these tomfoolery antics and all that. It's just I think she's well past her prime, well past her playing days, and like LeBron James, she just be standing around a lot. You don't have that youth and mobility. And then especially when you see Breanna Stewart rolling up and down the court, Asia Wilson rolling up and down the court, Jewel Lloyd, Kalia Copper. You see all these uh, prime athletes doing their thing. And Kalia Copper, wow, for how she ended the game yesterday. That was kind of distasteful on her part. I didn't really see what had happened, but no matter the point, she threw the ball at this young lady. I think they went up against Nigeria, and it was very distasteful, like I said. But uh, yeah, I just kind of feel like Diana Taurasi at this point. I wouldn't have said this at the beginning of the Olympics. I was one of those people that said just let Cece grow up a little bit, and she has plenty of time and plenty of Olympics that she can tend to. But looking how Diana Taurasi is playing right now, go ahead, man. Get on. You should have got her out of here. She did her time in the Olympics. I think she went and got 5 Olympic medals. Didn't play with some of the best players that ever played in the Olympics. She has her memories. She has her medals. At this point, I would have said let Caitlin Clark get on in there, man. But Diana Taurasi does not look good, and she's only in the game for so long. So it's like you could have easily did that with Cece. Hey, next time we're gonna go on the boat dock, man. I don't know if y'all can see everybody out there in their boats. You got the Bodoc over there. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm gonna get the bread up, man. We're gonna get the bread. We're gonna really start putting some things together. I got a youth camp that I'll be holding pretty soon. Been putting some things together behind the scenes. So just trying to nail down some details, but we're gonna be. I'll probably do it on the next one-on-one podcast. I'm definitely gonna start announcing it. Shout out to my baby bro Jeezy. You know what I mean? We need to. He was on me, man. Like we got to get this one in. This the one. So I feel like that. I feel that too. You know, we got to really get on top of this, get the business going. I'm trying to stay busy. You know, get the videos out and all that stuff. But got a youth camp coming on. We're gonna be doing stuff like this pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? I got a heart for kids. Y'all grown people, you know what I'm saying? I can only tolerate adults so long, but you know, as far as the shorties, you know, they're young, developing. You know what I mean? I shoot them a lot more bail. Just love this little spot out here. But at the end of the day, man, that's all I have for y'all on this one. The phone is about to die. Um, we're gonna elaborate a little bit more on these topics later on. We're gonna do the recap of Team USA versus Serbia. Also, again, I think it's Germany versus France. I didn't see who was on the other bracket. I'm probably thinking the women's game, the women's bracket. I think Germany is going up against France over there for sure, or Belgium. I can't recall, man. I'm sitting here capping. But we're gonna recap those games, get some other news, see what's cracking in these sports streets, and that's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. It was one more thing, bro. I knew it. I should have bought my damn notebook, but I wanted to do my jog first. It was one more thing we wanted to chop it up. Said Canelo, tripping. Shakur Stevenson, uh, and Tank Davis. No, it was Tank. Yes, that's what it was. Tank made some comments, and I don't know if these was old or new. I believe it was old comments that he made about Shakur Stevenson. You know, Tank like to break down everybody's style, right? You know, he like to say everybody easy work, blah blah blah. So in this interview, he was talking about Shakur Stevenson, um, and his fighting style and how he could easily defeat him and all that stuff. My thing with Tank, bro, shut up, bro. Just shut up, bro. Just go ahead and fight him if it's so easy, if it's such easy work, if it's such light work, fight him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fight him. You cats is wild, bro. I hate boxing as it is now. That's why I could not just. I tried to just be an exclusive boxing creator. I couldn't, bro. It's not. It's just too much going on, while not enough is going on at the same time. That's gonna be my new slogan for boxing. It's too much going on at the same damn time. Not enough going on, because everybody doing all of this. Everybody's doing him, Shakur, uh, 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 you know. Floyd used to be the king of it, but to his credit, you know, I know Floyd. I give Floyd a lot of heck and criticism, but at the same time, Floyd used to actually fight. Now he ain't always give us the fights we wanted or the quote unquote fights we felt like, you know what I'm saying, we should have got. But you know, respectfully, Floyd would actually fight you. You know what I mean? If you said something out of pocket, these dudes, Shakur and Tank, I done seen videos of them breaking down each other's style, talking greasy to each other, you just whatever, you know, put it being disrespectful, downplaying each other's opponents. But when it comes to them actually getting a fight, it's like y'all do everything y'all can to sabotage that fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that Shakur Stevenson and Williams Zepeda finna fight. Nobody want to see that, bro. And like I said about Berlanga, Canelo and Berlanga, respectfully, it's not that I got anything against these fighters. They're B-level fighters. I would love to see uh Frank Martin versus William Zepeda. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's more accurate of a fight to me. Uh Zepeda versus excuse me, Berlanga versus Munguia would be more of an interesting fight. I think that'd be more of a better installment in the Mexican versus Puerto Rican chapters, you know what I mean, than Canelo in this, because Canelo talking like you're gonna need 20 Berlangas to beat me. Facts. We already knew that. Why are you fighting them then? Why? If you know you can easily mollywop this man, why is you fighting him, bro? And then you running around talking about, oh, I can't fight Crawford for this, or I can't fight David Benavidez for that. Gee, you can't say that Devin Benavidez is a bigger fighter when you went up to 175 to fight Bivol. This is what I'm saying. Y'all allow Canelo just talk out the both sides of his mouth. You know what I mean? Like y'all let that dude just talk out the both sides of his mouth, and then it looks crazy when y'all over here paying for his fights. Because I refuse. I refuse. I'm never. I ain't gonna say never. You know, never say never. But until Canelo give me a fight that I want to see, it's bootleg gang, bro. Canelo's not making another dollar off me. And I'm gonna be thoroughly entertained by his fights. We gonna recap them. We might even call the fight. You know what I'm saying? I might even air the fight if I get the link. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the point of the matter, man. I'm tired of Canelo. The man say he don't want to fight nobody that's smaller than him. You've already fought fighters that's smaller than you. The whole, the whole trick of it all is that you're fighting less skilled fighters. It's got nothing really to do with size. You're fighting less skilled fighters because not only does David Benavidez have power, at 168, I don't think so much at 175. Not only does David, I'm saying David Benavidez have power. The man is a skilled boxer. And that's the same thing that I say about, Crawford. Although I don't really want to see Crawford and Canelo because I think that, Crawford putting on that size is going to put him at a disadvantage the same way Charlo was at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? No matter how skilled you are, you put all that weight on you, you're not going to be as agile and as quick. And we already seen that 154, Crawford wasn't as skilled. Well, I'm going to say it like this. He wasn't as fast to me. I'm gonna just say fast, um, or reactive. He wasn't as reactive as he usually is. Dog's fighting. He wasn't as reactive as he is at 154. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the point of the matter. Like Canelo just want to fight less skilled fighters. It ain't got nothing to do with how big a fighter is, how small a fighter is. If you're more skilled, or at least as skilled as Canelo, he probably ain't gonna want to fight you. He does. I don't know why that. I don't know why, man. It's sad. It's really sad time to be a boxing fan. Um, Especially when 2023 was so good. We got a lot of good fights in 2023, and now 2024. I knew it. I knew this was gonna happen. We are gonna get right back to the drought that we had for so long. It seemed like it was a drought from the time Floyd retired up until 2023. And it's like for 2023, they gave us a bunch of good fights that we would love to, we wanted to see. And now in 2024, bro, we right back to the same nonsense, the same exact nonsense. But I'm gonna charge this phone, y'all. Get on the road, get home. We're gonna get to them games, and thank y'all for pulling up for this one of one morning pot. Well, this it used to be the morning show, but I had to rebrand it, bro, because just getting up every morning like this isn't a guarantee. And plus, Grandma got the little savant, so shout out to her. Thankful for that. But at the same time, get on this road and get to work. Y'all have a good to great day. Please like this video. Definitely like this video. Share this video. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel as well. Subscribe as I drop content daily. Go live daily. Stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, man, please leave y'all thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Let's have some dialogue about these couple topics. Again, I want to elaborate anyway. I had a couple more points, but I'm just going to we're gonna fire shoot today, and then we'll get to work a little bit later. Also, I'm gonna be on Couch Coach tonight. Shout out to the big homie. We're gonna do some NFL breakdown. We're gonna talk about some Packers stuff. Well, I'm gonna go up there and educate these guys on some Packers. Let them know that we give them a little blueprint on how we're gonna win this 2025 Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's just gonna happen. And I'll see y'all a little bit later. Make sure y'all pull up to Couch Coaches live as well. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.